Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another wonderful and exciting episode of Tunesday, the day we build music from scratch and carrying on the tradition of, I guess, why I decide what style I'm going to, or how I decide what style I'm going to choose. I'm going to go with something I haven't done in a while. I was combing through my Tunesdays and I realized it's been so long since I've done anything in the ambient, soundscape, cinematic, something along that realm. It's not my most popular genre in any platform, but I don't care. It's still a nice one to make. It's a good genre to sharpen a lot of your creative sound making skills, because when you get into the habit of making lo-fi or alternative rock, you sort of follow the formula. You know, alternative rock. Okay, well, I need some guitar, maybe two guitars, a bass, and some drums, and then maybe some keyboard, and so on. Whatever. Lo-fi. Oh, you need your beat, and then you need your bass sample, and then maybe whatever. With ambient music, there's so many different ways you can go. It could be anything. So that's what's fun. The other fun thing about it is I've got some plugins. I was just zoning out as I realized. I was like, oh shit, I said I was going to learn how to do comping today. Or yesterday I was going to learn how to do that. But I guess I'm not doing any guitar work, so it's okay. I can save comping for tomorrow when I'll do some streaming. Anyways, I have some plugins in here that I feel like I need to get better with, such as Vital. Let me line them up here. We got Vital. Put that away. I think I can do a lot of really interesting ambient style stuff with Isotope Iris. Excuse me. I think a lot of this, especially with all these presets, and there's so many things like rhythmic. Anything in rhythmic, I think, is going to offer a tremendous opportunity for. Here, let's take a listen. I'm going to turn the volume down right away because I have no idea how loud this is. Let's do this for all of these real quick. How loud are you? I don't think this is going to work for the ambient, but I do like this, actually. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Pop this bitch open. I like this. I'm inspired. I want to try something. Doing this lefty, so it's hard. I guess it's just a B or a D with a seventh. I don't really need to do that hard. I know I missed one of these. Hang on a minute. Hang on, how's that match up with the apparent tempo that it's set to? It's like triplets. Where would this be exactly? Oh no, my mouse is doing that problem it was doing like 2 Tuesdays ago, which I still don't know if it's the battery. I did change the battery, but it could be another older battery. I need new batteries. But sadly enough, it could be my mouse dying, which would be very sad. I can't get the timing right. The rhythm on it's really weird. I could try to mess with the rhythm and get it better, but I also don't necessarily need to. As I said before, this feels more EDM electronic music-y. This was just the first thing I clicked in rhythmic. But okay. I thought this stuff would be okay. Maybe let's just leave that. Let's go to pads. We know pads will at least be something more ambient, probably. Probably. I wish there was a way. Actually, that works pretty good. I can just use the keyboard. I was like, I want there to be a way that I could just use the keyboard and not have to use the mouse to change effects. Ooh, I love this one. Especially low end. Now, I'm just playing an A flat minor. But I could easily just make it like something else. Ooh, I like this. Just experimenting, jumping around. It's interesting. I like the sound. What is this called? It's called Church, I guess, without the U. Church Without You. Now, how do I use it? I hold it really long. Doesn't sound so good. It's better if I do it in bits. The best thing is if I can find like two chords I can go between. You know, I like this first one, right? So if I can find another one that I can go to. try and have that be the main melody in the background. Okay. Let me do this. Let me just hit record. Or give me tempo too. Hang on a minute. What was that? I already forgot it. So quickly, in and out, just like that. I remember the structure. I gotta remember the way I played it. Let's turn it into lo-fi now. I'm just using this as an outline, I guess. Oh, let's turn this off. Okay. I want to do a lot of things to this. I just more wanted to get something I could loop so that way I can start adding effects, make things sound neat, cool, all that jazz. First, we're going to fix this. Hang on. What if I pulled this in? I want them to all end the same, or at the same time, roughly. And then what I can do, whoops, that's my mouse. Oh boy, I hope my mouse doesn't keep doing that. We'll see. See how annoying that gets if I need to go find other new batteries, or if it just truly is my mouse dying. I don't know. The worst thing would be if it is my mouse actually dying, because then I gotta get a new one. That's such a pain in the ass. Bring up these macro controls. I'm gonna test a couple things real quick. Play out this, or here. I keep forgetting. I'm like, why do I need to play it out? The whole reason I don't. Or the whole reason I recorded it is so I don't have to play it out like that when I'm testing stuff. Let me just line it up first. The thing is, it's tough to line it up without knowing exactly where I need to be. But I guess if I just make them all the same, then I can just adjust the decay accordingly. So let's do this. Consolidate and loop. Okay. Now, I want to play around with this. So let's open up this first. Simple little macro controls. The tail end of it. So it would be, I guess, the release. I notice a difference there. I noticed the attack difference for sure. I had to just test it there. What does grit do? What did I accidentally clicked that? My bad. That's my stupid mouse misclicking again. Glad I figured out what that was immediately. Sort of experimenting so with these. Those are just the simple macro ones too that they give you, which I know are just mapped to these. But this is obviously a little bit more complicated to look at. There's even more I want to do to it in general. Number one, I want to blow it out with reverb because I don't ever use this enough. What is it called? This one, Valhalla Super Massive. I hate how catchy this song is. What song is this? Dynamite. 884 million views. I've never even heard of it. No, stop. Is this K-pop? I'm gonna save that for later. What's going on, Rollcast? What's going on? Mix Swag, how are you guys doing? It's all over the radio at the moment, really. See, any of the radio stations I listen to, at least, they don't play K-pop. They don't play K-pop on over here. Or at least on any radio stations I listen to. I feel like I always end up using Great Annihilator. I mean, this is just the preset. I haven't even touched anything else. You can do a lot of cooler things. Oh, wait, what exactly? Warp adjust the delay lengths relative to the delay setting. 0% all delays are the same length. So this adds a little bit of randomness to it. I think that can be good for an ambient piece. Essentially, I kind of want to do something like this where these two chords are sort of going back and forth, just very droney. I don't want it to be, I'm not going to drop in a beat behind it or anything like that. I'd like it to be like a slower evolution too, so I could even do something like, I don't know where anything is now. I guess it would be here, yeah. Or wait, no, not filter delay. An auto filter, yeah. Yeah. Let's go on the beat. Let's go really big. Okay, maybe I went too much. I was like, where'd it go? It's probably the filter's like moving it over here. Okay, that's too much. Hang on. I think we need to have the low end no matter what. Here's the thing. I almost think since this is ambient and I don't really care too much about the BPM, I almost want to like do this double time, slow it down to 60. That way this rate of 8 will mean more. I mean, I guess I can always switch it over to time, but what's the most I can do with that? This is really small then. Okay, never mind. I can work with rate. I didn't realize how small it gets. Now this is going to take a lot of fiddling later on as well. I'm not going to nail this exactly. Not to mention, I want to do more stuff with it. I just want to put something on like this, so it kind of is changing slowly always. Let's do more extreme. We could also do. Whatever. Leave it like that for now. We need more. And so with this going in the background, I do want to add more to this as well. Here's something as well. I think the reverb should maybe go after the filter. Yep. This is going to take so much fiddling. Whatever. Let me leave it for right now. Let's let it keep looping. Let's hop over to Vital. Because I think with Vital, you can make some interesting noises. Do they have... Yeah, they got some presets. A lot of them are probably pretty weird, I bet. I haven't really explored a lot of them. I think I tried a few and was like, these are strange. I get it. But I don't have a lot of use for them. But I think when you do an ambient piece, you might have a little bit more use for them. Look at my CPU. Are you kidding me? You're playing 2 chords back and forth. I understand that Isotope Iris is a more complicated plugin, but are you kidding me? I don't know if that CPU meter in 11 is accurate or not. Some people say they see spikes. A whole bunch. I don't seem that bad, but every now and then it does weird stuff. Anyways, I was checking to see the volume. This volume's not too loud, right? Nah, that's okay. See, you hear the ambient potential in these? No, that's not one I really want. If I were to pick one. What exactly is happening here? Can we examine this? So interesting. This is such an interesting plugin. Or, well, yeah. Wow, it really is a good ray gun shot. Okay, that's enough of that. Nope. Oh, no. This one's called Corrupted Boot. Is it actually called that, or is it like... Oh. Sometimes it's so intimidating to like come in and try to like build a sound from scratch out of one of these things. So I fully understand these plugins. That said, here we go. I want to bring in a brand new one. And let's just find an interesting noise that will have to accompany this, roughly. So something probably in the higher frequency range. I mean, when we take a look right here. Oh, those highs are... Now, granted, obviously it's the filter right now. But above 1K is pretty well ignored. Even when the filter's letting a bunch through. I want to make like a slow... Here's what I want. I want to create an instrument that's like a really slow build, so like a slow attack, sort of think like a violin maybe, that you could really play one note at a time, doesn't need to be chords, and can really put a lot of expression into it, I suppose. That is what I want to do. So first off, right away, we're going to change the attack. Oh, and also the volume, because it reset it when I brought in a new track here. And then, real quick, outside of Vital, let's actually just copy this same reverb. Let me... I'll do it this way. I'll put it on this bus. Delete it off of here. Then we send both to the bus. Now, the bus needs to be 100% mix. So now it's just. Reverb, or at least it should be. Okay. Not exactly that. That was nothing, honestly. That was just saw waves still. Wait, what am I? Oh, I'm on the wrong. Vital and Valhalla. They're both V's, so I'm blind. Could tie any of these to LFOs, you know? I actually kind of like that. Let's do that. Hang on. Tie. I'm not very good at this still. If I put this right in the middle, and I tie this to it, right? I guess it doesn't matter where in this thing. It's just wiggling it up and down. Not like I'm like, oh yeah, no, up there is better. Now, was it faster though? No, too fast and it's too crispy. Should be even slower. Oh, I can use my scroll wheel? Oh. Going big on this one. What's going on, Virtual Vegan? This music could do this to you. I'm just sort of experimenting with sounds. That one sounds pretty cool. control the volume more. I think I'm going to do that. Hang on a minute. That's good. So if I pop this open, in the grand scheme of it, this is what I want. Consolidate this. Now, lower the volume. Gets a little loud. Put it. Now, how this whole thing will start, I don't know. So we're going to do this the same way I like to make electronic music, where you sort of just always start where if you're pressing play, you're at like the most big and exciting part. Because if you make like EDM like that, the rest of the song can be really easy. Like you just focus on your loudest 30 seconds of your song, and you build it right at the beginning, so that when you hit play, it goes bow, and you're doing the biggest thing, whatever. And then once you have that, then all you just do is just sort of piece it out and to build to that moment. I feel like it saves time because you can always just hit play right at the start and you're right there. I'm going to do the same on this. So this part. That's my mouse dying or something. You see that? Keep losing the clip. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm clicking too weak. Maybe I've overclicked my mouse. I don't know. Anyways, this has nothing else on it. Let's put some stuff on it. Oh yeah, I can't just do EQ and filters. Fine, come on. Okay. This thing's pretty much all about these high frequencies, so let's kill these lows. Come on, buddy. This will get a little drony at times because the easiest way for me to make these and keep it interesting is to do exactly this and just drag it out for 5 minutes, and we just listen to it and it just keeps looping. And I keep messing with the effects and all that, so sometimes these tracks can get really, really drony, but it's a patience game. Ambient tricks, octaves up and tempo double. Record the stuff in and transpose the audio back down so you get slowed down movement goodness. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I could even do that with like the synths, even exporting the synths as they are and then having Ableton slow the recorded audio down, or like the frozen and flattened tracks down that can create some interesting, maybe that's what we should do with this. Okay, here's an idea. Hang on, let me hear what this sounds like real quick. We're going to test a couple things. What if we took this whole thing and it was up an octave real quick? Gustavo, how's it going? Welcome back. Here's what I want to do. I know that if I apply a reverb to it, it will already give a different sound. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to... Here, first off, let's do this. Duplicate it, and we'll just keep this one by itself. I'm going to turn it off. I want to take this, and actually, I guess we don't need to loop it that many times. Let's keep it simple. Just loop it once. Oh my gosh. Ableton. It's not Ableton. It's my mouse. If you ever see this erratic clicking going on. Reverbs sound good also when slowed down, but you have to go 100% wet with them. Yes, and I also, that's true. I might try, speaking of reverbs, I might try some like reverse reverb effects. Those are fun as well. Let's... Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. Freeze it. I need to do more slowing down processing myself. Also more armor protection. If you know the artist, what's his face? Just a sec. Oh yeah, what's his face? He's my favorite. Okay. So, if we take this, right? And hang on, how many notches does this go over? 2? One, okay. Fuck off. Delete. So this. Consolidate this. There we go. So now we got the synth that we had up here, but in audio form. And this is the one pitched up an octave. Oh yeah, whoop. The reason why is because I want to now pitch it down an octave. We're going to play around with these too. Maybe this will sound cool, but especially with this synth, I don't know if it's going to sound good. Let's pitch it down an octave. We might go down 2. Come on. Lorne. That sounds familiar. We're not using beats. Let's go one more down. What does this sound like? And let's turn it up. Okay, yeah. Let me hear all the way there. Because we can also hear layers too. I can put this on as well and bring it down. Okay, here, let's hear this. It's like a digital ocean. It sort of sounds like waves, but like a little, I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. I like it. It's a good start.
Use a hoe.
Pablo, thank you for the follow. Oops. Oh, darn it. Darn it, mouse. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter that much. It's ambient, right? Jump anywhere in the track, it'll sound the same. I think there's potential for this to grow. So, for instance, we do like this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this one more time. On this one, we're going to do the same thing. Wait, did I delete everything off this track? Yes. This thing, is this up an octave? No. Okay. I want both of these guys up an octave. Consolidate, freeze it, flatten it. Same thing again. But whoops, nope. What you doing? Oh man, are you? There we go. There we go. Consolidate this. Wait, did I do that the right length? Yes. Yeah, that looks good. Loop. Now, also, pitch it down. What? This one just down 1 octave. So one's going down 2 octave, one's going down just one. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Can I do this? Thank you. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Let's go. We'll call this one -2. No, I can't even see the negative. It's just a dot to me. My old man eyes. We'll do this. We'll call this one lowest. This one's low. Whoops. This is D. Oh, thanks for the host as well, Pablo. I don't know, D7. Just what chord it is. Now, what I want to do. So what we're. Oh my god, do you see this? What we're seeing here, or listening to, is 3 of them, 3 octaves. That's a little too much, and they're also not volume balanced. Maybe I can go even lower, actually. Hang on a minute. This is the lowest. I was just listening to Michael Stearns and Robert Rich, and then I found your stream. Wait, how exactly did you find it? From them? This might be too low. I don't know that I like that. Star Nomad, thanks for the raid. Welcome back. Right, this is too low. Yeah. Let's not do that. Hang on. Where'd that clip go? Back up to 48. Thank you for the tunes. Yes. Either way, this is what I plan to do is we'll save like the lowest for later, right? That's a little treat. In fact, in the grand scheme of it all, this whole thing probably isn't even going to come into, oh, god dang it, till later. Maybe I should start factoring that in for my track. I said I'd build this around like an EDM, like it's the biggest. Oh, come on. Boy, this is getting ridiculous. I can't tell if my mouse is dying, my mouse battery's dying. What is going on here? Why can't I pull this in? Now this is an Ableton thing. Why won't Ableton let me pull the track in? Okay, we have multiple ways of doing it. If you won't let me do that, I'll just kill you like that. Cut your head off. I found the stream from Ben Burns, host. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Ben's a good guy. The problem is I don't get any clicking problems with anything other than Ableton. Ableton's the only thing that gets me like, does anyone else have this problem with 11 or am I crazy? Is it my mouse? It's gotta be my mouse. I swear I don't get this problem with anything other than Ableton. But then again, I don't know if there's anything else that I'm clicking and dragging. Some games, maybe Age of Empires. I'm going to play some Age of Empires and test it. Okay, anyways, wait, did I delete this and then just drag it in again like an idiot? Okay. I want the song to start like this. Oh, here's something else, actually, that I'd like to experiment with. We now have a new and improved bum-ba-da-bum, drum roll. Gotta find it first. What? Oh, there it is, Redux. Thanks for following. This is best music channel. Yes. Unfollow everyone else. You've arrived. Jitter. Well, okay, let's experiment with this. It's already by itself. I don't know why I need to solo it. Not sure if I understand this new Redux very well. This applies amplitude offset. No, I don't want that. This adds noise to resampling clock signal and introduces randomness to the downsampling process. Interesting. This is sort of how I want this to come in. And this will be a little fuller. Now, we can do other things on each individual one that we bring it in, or that we bring on. Every now and then, the way that the Redux is set up, the auto filter will land on a certain spot where you can really hear it, and it like surprises me, and I'm just like, oh, what is that? Who is that? What's that sound? And it shocks me every time I hear it. And at first I was like, I gotta fix that. I don't like that. But now I actually love it because it fits with the ambientness a little bit. Maybe I can tone it down. That would be maybe the best thing I could do. Just tone it down a little. But I'm gonna start this from the beginning. I'm gonna save this. Save the big one for after it comes in 4 times. Because why not? I mean, if we're looking at the grand scheme, this would be an enormous, huge, full song. I don't think we could do that. Going back and forth between these 2 notes for this long might be a little too much. But then again, it is ambient music. It is droney. Not to mention, at the very start here, I don't necessarily want to start like this. I think it would be a good idea to just start essentially quiet. Fade this whole thing in. And that's part of the beginning. So like, literally the first 15 seconds is just going to be a volume fade in. You know, things sort of work slower in ambient music. You take your time, you get to nowhere or at no point in time very quickly at all. Where'd my marker go? It disappeared. It doesn't like me. There you go. Actually, I'm going to stretch it out all the way to that far. Now, I do want to mess with this a little bit more. Let's jump back to when it's in, because I don't think the Redux is fully dialed into where I want it. As I said, I could be toned down a little bit. I don't know, I feel like I don't have much control over it at the moment. Actually, I like this a lot more, even though it's way crunchier.
Use a hoe.
Shiba Cutie, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I think I'm gonna keep the Redux here. We got a lot more that we can still build around this, right? There's essentially only two things happening. There's just the chords, and then there's that other synth that comes in. There's still so much more. But I think it's important that we keep building off the two, because the more you can make from less, the better, especially in ambience. You know, the bigger you can make 1, 2, or 3 sounds, and the better you'll have a track, I think. Otherwise, you end up with a track that's like screaming at you. Too much noise. I don't want to expose this like Redux filter too early. So like if I play this right from the beginning, that beginning is perfect. But now it's not. You hear this? I don't like that. I don't want to... Essentially, I like the crackle and the hiss that you get later on. I don't want to actually reveal that until later. So let's actually put a filter on that we're going to fade out. Because right now the auto filter, which sort of reveals it and hides that, is just set to a rate. And it's very hard to predict and control this rate. Obviously, it'd be easier if I could put it in with tempo, but I want it to be so slow, so kind of need it there. I guess I could have changed the tempo in here and done something more complicated that way, but whatever. We already got it. Plus, I don't know, it's ambient music. You just sort of go with the flow on it. I didn't want to like get crazy technical, especially when the easiest solution is just this. Just put a filter on it. Put a filter on it. Because actually I could even... could let a little of it fly. Right there, right? Okay, wait, put that there. And then now here I want it to start easing off to probably like right here. It's interesting because I don't do a lot of ambient music, right? Oh, come on, you deleted the... I don't do a ton of ambient music, but this is all the way up here. Yeah, we'll see how this works. But it's always interesting to me when I'm just making these automation changes over like a minute and 15 seconds. I make a slow frequency or, slow filter change over a whole minute long. Ambient music just works on a whole different speed. Now, I could still cover this more, but I don't think I need to. I think it fades in quietly, starts fairly quiet. I do think once it comes in right here, this is when I could also introduce another sound of some kind. Or maybe right here once we are fully in. Because while this is more ambient-y and I'm not like, I don't know, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say I'm not like I'm not a slave to the metronome. I quite literally am in this instance because I'm just following these two chords going back and forth. Um, I suppose I am. I'm more using it in like a droney sense, like where there's going to be no beat that comes in and no. If these chords just eventually drop off and we fade off into some pads that just sort of evolve and whatnot, that could happen very easily. Could fade out into one of these things. That was cool. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. I haven't even saved this yet, have I? No, I have not. Oh, it's March now, too? March 2nd? There we go, easy peasy. I have an idea. I'm gonna test something super quick. Right here, I have this. This is an EBO for a guitar. Essentially allows you to create sustained notes on a guitar. Still works. Good. Glad the battery's still working. I'm going to grab my guitar super quick. Let me just play this. Ooh! ETH fan. Here to show my support for your music, dropping 2,000 bits. Oh my god, my dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, I feel like it's been a while, a long time no see. And then out of nowhere, you come in and just throw 2,000 bits into my face. Right into my face hole. I really appreciate it. Perhaps you've just been lurking. I'm happy to provide as lurk-friendly a stream as possible. I'm never here, but I listen to your music a lot. Got it. Well, I really, really appreciate it. And hey, I'm glad you enjoy the music. Have you heard my newest synthwave album that's out? If you like retro wave, synthwave, cyberpunk, any of that stuff, you'll love it. I'm very, very happy with it. Also, it's DMCA free. Yeah, you heard it. Awesome. You like it? What do you think? What's your thoughts? What are your opinions? I'm gonna get my guitar real quick. Oh, I'll just do this. You can hear some ambient stuff while I'm setting this up. Pretty neat. Hey, I'm glad you like it. Or at least find it neat. Okay, yeah, I think right here would be a perfect time to bring in something on this. Now, I'm not just gonna solo and whatnot. This thing operates very differently. Let me plug in real quick. Can I? Hang on, I'm gonna mute my audio here. Okay. So, let me show you a little bit bigger. What it is, what it to do. Here we go. Now, don't have a monitor, so I'm not sure how well I am going to hear this. Also, I haven't used this in a while, so I hope I don't hold this backwards and look like an idiot. I also don't know which way it does which. One's a fat one, one's a small one. But let's experiment, and let's try it out. Essentially, what you do is you just hold it near a string, and the, I guess, magnet inside will make the string vibrate. So I don't need to pluck, and I get a sustained note. Now there's also this one. Oh, this does it down an octave. Yeah, I'm literally just holding it to the string. I don't even do anything with my right hand. I guess that's a little tough because you need to get this middle part close to the string, but essentially these two plastic parts sit on each side of the other strings. So, and then you can't let the plastic, of course, touch the string because when it's vibrating, then it'll buzz. So it needs to sit just above it. So it takes it's not that hard, but it's like a little bit of like a delicate touch to figure out exactly how hard you need to press it so that it's close enough to vibrate the string, but not so close that it vibrates and hits this thing. But let's figure out how we're going to use this, right? I think there's a lot of easy ways we can use this. Let's do this. I'm going to probably just hit play. First, let's create a track. I'm going to just hit play, and I'm just going to experiment a little bit because all right, I will lurk now. Have a good stream. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for 2,000 bits. Lurk away. Of course, anyone's welcome to lurk on my stream. Never going to call out. I just looked at the thing. I got 11 viewers right now. How are you? Thank you, guys. Welcome. I appreciate everybody. It's probably from all the raids that I've been getting as well. Star Nomad and whatnot. Incredible generosity from all you guys. I really appreciate it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just sort of experiment. I'm going to hit random notes on here, and some of them are going to be wrong. Some of them are going to be very wrong. A couple might be right. Even if they are very wrong, I have the easy ability of going in and changing. Essentially, I might just pick a key and stick to it, and then even if it's not the right key, we can just pitch shift the guitar I record, because sort of the more we change it to make it not sound like a guitar, the better in my eyes, a little bit. I'm not trying to make this sound like I'm playing a guitar. And I think the EBO helps, certainly. I hit one wrong. Well, I mean, it was all improv, so no wrong notes. I meant to do it all. But in my opinion, only one wrong note during this long thing. And otherwise, I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Oh, it's loud. This is loud. I apologize for how loud this was for you guys. How loud was this? Hang on a minute. That's not that loud. Is it? Was it that loud? Maybe it was loud. My ears were bleeding a little at one point. I'm sorry, it was a little loud. Just one though. Just one ear was bleeding though. Got it. That's okay though. We can handle just one ear bleeding. Okay, I think I got enough. Woke you up from your work and lurk slumber. See, that's what I'm here for. Every now and then, I'm just gonna do something. Do something that will wake you up, you know? You never know what it's going to be. Never know when it's going to come. But every now and then, it'll happen. All right, I'm put my little e-bow away. This is a fun toy that I don't use enough. It's fantastic for this style of music. I think I got enough because at the very least, essentially, I love this really long part. I think I can do a lot with this. I also think I can take certain parts of this beginning and use it, but let me just hear from here. Guitar. Yeah. I love that. I was wanting to add even more reverb to it then. Let's do this, actually. Oh my god, come on. This is driving me nuts. My mouse is, it's being the worst. Beat it around, I'm gonna Fonzie it. here's what I'm thinking I want to do with this. This is where it can evolve, right? Because it's been doing this droney back and forth with the chords for a long time. I think this is now would be a good time to change it, especially too because I want to make it evolve. I think out of this part. I'll think of a way to do that because this first part obviously still needs a lot of work. I'm obviously not just going to leave the guitar exactly as it is right now. Let's do this. I think it's fantastic for when it comes in through here. Let me hear from the beginning. I just want to hear some other guitar parts and see what else I want to take and possibly use. Because I do think the guitar should come in right here, not where I'm coming in now. I was just more giving myself more sample to work with. These two are fantastic, though. Can I make that come in right away? Hang on. This is sounding good. What's going on, Dark Shine? Welcome back. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, I'm not gonna even touch that part. It's so good. Is this always gonna come in like this? Is this synced like this? Because that was fantastic. This is lovely. Yes, hang on. I'm gonna give some time and I'm gonna play this from the beginning and I want to see if it builds in that same way again. Oh my god. This was fantastic. No, it didn't do it the same this time. As I sort of expected, it's because... So what made that so intense is the auto filter is moving this back and forth. And so at that moment, it let in so much high frequency that it got so intense, so big. It was good. Awesome. I loved it. That said, once it stopped and started again, it played it completely new because this timer, even right now, is still going. This LFO is honestly constantly going. So the only way to make it stop and be permanent is to freeze the track. That should work. It should freeze the autofilter in place, and it should play it exactly as is, right? Right. Now, this does mean I can't change anything with it, but I don't know that I need to change anything else with this. I like how it is. It builds up nice, especially as long as we can get it. Man, this might be me having to freeze and unfreeze the track over and over until we eventually get it exactly the way I want it. Otherwise, the worst case scenario is that I have to draw in the, filter and the frequency or in the EQ. I really don't want to have to do that. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I really don't want to have to do that. It would be really nice if this would work, especially because it works most of the time. Let's hear how this one sounds. This is frozen, so it will sound exactly like this every time in terms of the background chords. I made you yawn. I wonder what the most contagious yawn was. You know what I mean? Like if you had a stream with 1 billion people watching and you yawn because it's contagious, could you then make like half the planet yawn? I know, I understand that half the planet is not 1 billion people, but I'm worried it's getting to the high part already. Doesn't take much at this time of night. That's true. It's very early for you always. Oh wait, this could be good timing. Hang on. I think more can be done with this still too. I'd like to do it with effects so that way I can also apply the effects to these because these are sort of already bounced. This was a successful first freeze though, if it always sounds like this. Very successful first freeze. It does exactly what I wanted to do on the first go. I really hope that there's nothing I need to change in the track. So I can keep it like that. Yeah, like some decay or something. Hang on. Something like, grain delay would be, that's too much. Perhaps not. I'll play around with it. Oh, this sounds really cool though. And then this isn't just the ending. The plan is that I'm going to find a way to carry this out and let it just dangle out a little bit longer. And it's not going to go a ton longer. I'm only thinking like maybe another minute and a half-ish longer. Maybe we'll end it right at 420. But I don't want the droney back and forth chords to keep going any further back through here because they've been going the entire time. And while I think they're great because you don't really notice them by here anymore, especially because they changed so much. They start as just very synthy right here, right? Just sounds like a normal synth that's playing chords, and by the end here, it's just so they're so dirty and crunchy. Come on, give me a good example. Like that. I want to be in a game floating in space to this. Hell yeah. That's the perfect setting for this. Now, here was something that I was a little hesitant about, but let's test it out. On this thing, grain delay, I've got this video game effect one. I already know it's going to be too extreme. Did I accidentally put that on something else? Okay, good. I already know it's going to be too extreme. Because it does this crazy shit. Listen to this. So let's do this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. Fucking mouse. What if we do that the opposite way? Ooh, I like that. Though I ruined the pitch again. I still got not new mouse batteries yet. That's the thing. I actually did change the battery. And granted, the battery, I don't know that it was 100% new that I changed it to. But I do think that it should still work better. And the other thing that concerns me is that I do notice that if I click really hard and I press really hard with my finger, I have the problem less, which is a bad thing because that means the problem is with the mouse. Like right now, if I'm holding it, right now I'm holding it really hard, and see, I'm not getting any problems with it letting go. That's the problem, is it lets go of my clicks, and I thought it was the battery disconnecting. But look at this right now. All of this. It could drop this, but it's not. I'm holding it pretty hard. But yeah. So I might maybe I'm just getting lazy with my clicks. You know? I don't know. I feel like I've been clicking the same hardness. It's probably I think it might be dying a little bit. It's a bit of a bummer, but we'll see how long it bothers me. Clicking too lo-fi. I live the life of lo-fi. Every click. Yep, we're doing that. Pop this bitch open. Where do we start at? Like 8? 8, and then we move downward. Now, that's cool, but I don't want it to do that every time. That's a special little treat. Pinot's Veil, welcome. Let's do this too. We need some volume control a little bit. Put a utility on. And I would like to, let's fade that part in a little bit. It's a little loud. Just a little bit. So we'll just even go, I mean, we're going down to 8, but it doesn't even come until 5, so. probably fine. Let's hear. It does, I don't care, actually. I would say when I do that, it ends very clearly in the left speaker. Also makes this part very loud. Trying to decide what we'll do on the next time it comes in. Okay, let's do this. I don't want it pulsing back and forth. Thank you for the follow, Pinot's Veil. Appreciate it. I don't want it bouncing back and forth anymore. So we're actually going to turn off this grain delay. Like literally, I just use it sort of to introduce the sound for the first time. I think that might be it. Just so I can do this. Maybe. Because how does this sound now? Maybe I should save it for over here, because once these are combined... Now I honestly think it should stay in the whole time, actually, though. Hang on a minute. Should I just do like this? Maybe we just... This might be silly, but why do I feel like this is actually a good idea? We just keep going back and forth? Let me hear this. It's gonna get too distracting if I do it too much, though. That's my worry. Here's the thing, if I do this, I think I just need to turn it down. It's so distracting because it's so loud. How about now? Yeah, I think that's the problem. Every time I hear this guitar now, and you might think this as well if you're a fan, but doesn't it just sound like Radiohead? They use Radiohead uses the EBow a lot, so this sort of thing, like, you could easily find in a Radiohead song. Just this guitar with all the reverb and all that. I here's the thing, if I could get away with it without DMCA, I would bring up examples, show you exactly what I mean. Unfortunately, I can't get away with that. Okay. Real quick. God, these reverbs are insane. It's funny how simple the track is, too, in terms of how many tracks there are. What, 5? So small. I want to try to feel if anything needs to be added. listen to a lot of spacey stuff that use similar. Gotcha. Then this stuff's right at home. Oh, I love this guitar. I'm thinking about adding one more delay still to these things. It'll be a simpler thing, like this. I love the space whale guitar too. That's true, it does sound like a whale, doesn't it? It's a good comparison. What's going on, Grim? Welcome back. How are you doing today? What a sound. Hell yeah. That's sort of the most fun thing about ambient music is just working on just beefy sound. Alright, so I'm working on how we're going to transition out of this. Because I want to go like this with the feedback going up, but on all of these. Essentially, you know what? Here, why am I doing this the hard way? I'm a fool. A fool, I tell you. Here's what I need to do. Copy this delay. Delete it off this track. Go in and delete the delay off all of these tracks. I'm like, oh, I gotta copy and paste it on all of them. No, I don't. I can just group the tracks, and then I'll just put it on the group. Now my track looks even more underwhelming. But that's okay. There. Now I can just affect this one. So now if we hop back over here, let's hop to here. This might get a little intense, but I'll monitor this in case it gets too loud. Okay. No, it's fine. You can hear it hanging still, right? And but essentially, what I can do is do like this. Actually, I'm gonna do that exactly. And then you can hear that echo. And because I have this filter on, it keeps slowly shaving off edges of it. it just kind of like narrows it down. It's a nice nice thing to fade on, especially because right now we are only running at 67. We can go all the way up to this. Didn't get much louder. Let's do this. Pop open that automation. Give me the dry wet right here. We stay at 33% for like the whole time. And I want just on this last one. So essentially right here. Actually, let's go, yeah. Makes me remember about Blade Runner. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm actually really glad it makes you think of that. Why I'm trying to give off that vibe a little bit, you know. Ambient, atmospheric, cinematic, futuristic, universe-y, you know, vibe. It's good. Okay. I took a wild stab at where that dry wet fades in. I'm not sure if anything else still actually needs to be added to all this stuff previously. It might already be sounding really good. I want to hear it. That's what we're going to do right now. Let's start from the beginning. Sorry, I'm just going to make a comment on just how funny it is, how simple this looks. Look at how boring this project looks, right? Even when I have it all spread out a little bit, it's still so few tracks. And it's just all the interestingness comes from... Well, I guess I can't really show all that because it's frozen and I don't want to unfreeze this track no matter what. All the automation, all the tiny little subtleties with the filter changes, and yeah, sounds nice. I still don't have much on the guitar, too. I could still do more to it. I don't know what I'd want to do with it. I can imagine some replicant smoking in the rain while the fog from the subway climb him. Hell yeah. That guitar ends perfectly for this part. It's just like, oh, crunch chords. Love it. Call and response sort of thing, yeah. They're certainly staying out of each other's way, which is nice. Jay Grim Guy. And pause it here real quick, just so the musics don't overlap. Jay Grim Guy with the Prime sub. I appreciate it, my man. Thank you so much for that. All right, I also wanted to hear one thing. When does this come in exactly? I mean, I wish I was like 2 bars over more, but I don't want to change it because the rest of this is just so perfect. So it's not worth compromising the rest of it. This song goes deep in my feelings. Nice. I'm able to get a lot more expression out of my guitar for some big reasons. One being right examples like here. Or there. Like, I guess the best example is over here. Is I'm bending the string just a little bit. Oh, wait. I'm gonna play around with that delay. I think I could do more with it. But over here, where I'm just like pitching it, or just bending the string just the tiniest bit out of tune and then back in tune again. And it's just like a tiny little expression that's sort of a pain in the ass to do with a lot of synths, but it sounds really clean and effortless in this situation. So felt like I had to take advantage of that on the guitar, you know? Just a synth is not going to do it as clean as the way that guitar does it, just because of the physical properties of the way that it's played. But it's nice. I love it. Okay. Honestly, everything all the way up here, the first 3 minutes, I think are golden. I don't even think I need to change anything. I love the way this synth sort of gets a little beefier. The guitar, this whole, minute and a half long chunk that was improv is fantastic. Even this part, I did hit a wrong note in my eyes. Will you put more instruments? That's the thing. I don't think I want to add any more on this part. That said, I don't think the song is totally done. I want to get this ending a little bit better. I want this build up after we come out of here to it sort of do what it's doing, but a little better. And I don't know how to describe it more than that. And then I sort of want to give like a fake, almost like a fake out. I guess you could call it an outro. Technically, I'm going to write an outro for this song right now. But I wanted to seem like sort of a fake out in that we've gone for 3 minutes right here. This is when the song's ending. Or ending. That's what I mean by a fake out, right? It seems like it's done. But then I'll also sort of build it up again. So you go, oh, the song's not done. It's just, this is the second part. Here we go. But the second part's not going to be like, I'm not going to really build it up and flesh it out and everything like that. I think it's just going to be sort of, like I say, like a little outro, like a little soft landing after this big build up to this or something, you know. That's the best way I can describe it. Let me try to make that happen. First off, heading out, man. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by, Virtual Bacon. I'll catch you next time. You take care as well. In my mind, a bass in the end will fit perfectly. Maybe you're right. What about something like this? This is real subtle bass. Like a sub bass full of reverb. We're on the same wavelength here. I was gonna do a sub bass as well, except hang on. Should I do this in automation or do it like this? It's only gonna be like one note, so I might as well just design it like this. I essentially only really want one note to come in, maybe two. We'll do like 8 seconds. Turn it down. Real quick before I leave, you know the booming bass from Pink Floyd, The Machine? I believe I do, yeah. Something like that pulses would be killer. have to. That's the tough thing. I feel like I'd have to listen to it to know exactly. I have a vague idea. Maybe not as loud. I think whatever we put here too, definitely in the background. But pulsing. Okay. Maybe I could carry over the pulsing idea to this, because we can do stuff like this. Like if this is the bass, right? Or hang on, let me. Let's go slower. Hello. Can we go slower than a fourth? Or is one... That's really as low as we can go? How low can you go? That's it. I thought I could go lower, and I couldn't tell if my mouse is messing up. Nope. That's literally it. That's sad. I guess we could just make it with an LFO. Which effects do you use to get this sound? It's a combination of a whole bunch of things. I suppose you could technically check the VOD if you want to see how it all is completely built from scratch. But essentially, the pad right here, I don't know what you would call this. This is just isotope iris. I forget exactly what the name of the effect is. I unfortunately am not going to go and click into it. This was an effect that I had to freeze because I have an auto filter that's very, very slowly moving back and forth. That's what's causing a lot of the slow evolution and change that you hear. But I froze it as is because it sounds really good in this current form. And if I unfreeze it, it'll sort of readjust the rate. Bass kind of pulsing like a heartbeat. You're right. I'm going to pause this real quick. Turn off my audio real quick. Oh, that's like a dub bass. Dang. I don't know if I want to do that Pink Floyd style bass. That makes me think of some dubstep. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's why this thing's frozen. But essentially, that's all that this is. And then it's got a bit crusher on it as well. That's what gets it the big crunchiness over here. All that dirtiness. It's the big crusher. We'll be in quick. Then what? These groups are title, which is super simple. Round noise just going up and down. And slow fade, slow release. My guitar, I'm using an EBO. And that's it. It's really those three sounds. And then layered on top of each other a little bit. As I said before too, being able to make an ambient track out of very few instruments is, I think, a very good thing. If you can do that. Because if you add too much, it gets too cluttered and it's just too messy, I guess. No pulse on this bass. Turn that off. Let's do this. The attack all the way down. I'm going to do this. That's a small note. Why is it so small? Gotta jump off BRB? Okay. I saw the light. I think he sent that a while ago. He probably already left. Okay. You're staying BRB as well? Alright. Well, I'll see you soon. Hang on. Why weren't you playing any noise? Okay, hang on. Keep the volume, like, right there-ish, whatever. Bring in a utility. That's what I want to control the volume. Now, this bass isn't boring as is. We'll make it better. Or I'd like to make it better, at least. More than just a sub bass. Let's do this. So now in Live 11, the audio effects inside category folders, yes, they are. I don't know why. I don't know that it's necessarily better. I find it more confusing because I can't find things a lot of times. But apparently, someone at Ableton felt that it was too hard to find things. Maybe if you got the sweet version, I could see that. There's a lot more effects in those. More clicks, exactly. And a little crunch to this. Now, I'm ignoring something. This can be so much better. Turn this off for right now. I'm not liking this base. I want to delete it. I don't like it. Dumb idea. That wasn't a dumb idea, but I wasn't doing it right. Go with something totally different. Let's see. I do something trippy with delay on delay. Or I just clicked it on randomly. What if we set it to 6? Or, no, set it to 4. Also ping pong. Okay. I think there's some potential in here. In the double echo idea, I kind of like a lot of these. I think it's just going to be finding the right number. That sounds good. See what 6 sounds like. As I thought 6 sounds pretty good. But it doesn't sound that different. It would be cool if it sounded different. Let's try 8. 4 might have been too close to 3. Getting something like off a different beat might be really interesting in terms of rhythms you make. So we get our echo. Seems to always devolve into that. Like too chaotic. The 3 and the 6 do sound the best, so we might end up going with that. Let me try just back on 3 again. So we're tripling the triple delay. Okay. Is it like re-ping-ponging it? I'm so confused by this sometimes. I do like this. This very interesting tale to this track. Now I want to bring in a new sound here. Boy, do I have no idea how to describe this sound or where to begin finding it. Honestly, an Isotope Iris might be a good bet. Isotope Iris has a whole bunch of weird noises. Let me do this. Go to my plugin. Isotope Iris 2. Put that in there. And I want to go to keys? I guess keys. Let's do keys. Let's start on Winter Chill. Aren't you chilly? Let's turn it down. Send it to the reverb as well. A bunch. Maybe not all. Whatever. Aren't you so happy? It's like a Christmas wonderland. Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that crap. What else we got? Fantastic sound, not what I want at all. Because if we're talking about what I can use here, what's happening here? Oh. Go from here, please. Actually, that sounds fantastic. I'm wrong. Hang on, stick with me. Watch this. Welcome back. Okay. What do you think about this edition? I mean, that's more to like a very end. Let me hear everything up to there. Save it. Let's play. Nothing beats when that first comes in. And that crust just seeps in. Ooh. Delicious crust.
I need more crust. It's too delicious.
I love this little ending. That little water flute thing. I feel like it fades in so perfectly with the echo that at first you don't notice it. At least I don't notice it at all until it's suddenly all really loud and right there, and you're like, oh, whoa. The echo just sort of started evolving pitches, but it's really just this pad slowly coming out. This is sort of what I meant by like a little outro. This is a little shorter than I originally planned. My stream connection was making it extra wonky. Internet, please stop. Oh no. This is sort of what I meant by an outro because, like I said, I wanted to like build this false idea that we're continuing on. We're building up the song to something else, which we sort of do right here. This is maybe a bad example because you just hear the water flute and not the echo of everything else. It's very important that you hear the echo. Because I do feel like it does feel like something's sort of coming out of this, but I like the idea of it just then sort of fading out, dispersing. Essentially what I'm saying is I think this song might be done, but I'm hesitant because of multiple reasons. One, it came together so quickly, and I'm always so skeptical of Tunesday tracks that come together quickly. Granted, this one is very simple. Ambient music tends to be. But at the same time, I don't want to change stuff just 'cause, you know? And then that's where it ends. So like 3:45-ish. Yeah, wow. What else? Let's look at it on this. Actually, just go to here. I just want to see the middle. Honestly. This part will rise right here. Still lacking on the high end, but that's my trademark, isn't it? But whatever. What if I went in here real quick? Or here's something important, actually. Before I call it a finished ambient track, I have to listen to it with headphones on. Been doing this whole thing with speakers, but I think ambient music's super important with headphones on. Now, some of you guys might already have headphones on, so you already know if it sounds good or bad. Yes, I'm a madman. I agree. Realizing now with headphones on too, this thing feels so pan to the right. Anyone else with headphones feel that? Maybe not this far to compensate. Like that. That one's interesting. It bounces back and forth and then goes into the left ear and then just feels like it just keeps going further. I like it. It's weird. I feel a little to the left, but maybe I'm not the best to ask. I have a perforated eardrum in my past. Oh. I feel a little to the left. Okay, so now you're here to the left. Let me pan it back down to the middle again. No, I definitely hear it, and I'm actually even seeing it on the VU meter. I'm gonna go with 5 left. Seems to compensate. It seems like it's a weird thing with the plugin, maybe. The particular chords I chose or something as well.
Use a hoe.
Borgo Pixel, thank you for the follow. Oops. We're just gonna go a little quieter on that. Let me hear just this tail end again real quick. That's good. Now, by this point, the echo hasn't completely faded out. It's very, very close, but not all the way there. I think the solution is silly, but I think it's literally taking this 91%, changing it to 90%. Literally lowering it 1% on that high of a spectrum, I think will change it enough. Let's test. I feel like a lot of ambient music making is just taking the time to listen to what you have again, because it takes like a minute or two to fully develop. So you have to sit through this. It can be a little tedious. Requires some patience. Still didn't go down quite enough. So we're going to go down to this just very tail end bit and just do that then. That'll honestly already fix it. Ooh, some crackle. Alright, last time. Maybe. No promises. We'll go with that. Gamer J was a little kid with some food stains on my bib. Merely 2 feet tall, peeking over the crib. You're a rapper. You're a poet when you don't even know it. Or maybe you do. What kind of music are you making today? Today, we've got an ambient track. I'm going to play it from the beginning. I think we actually... I hate to leave you guys, but we might actually be done for today. This track came together real quick. Just thought of the Rugrats theme. I love that. Gotcha. It does remind me of the Rugrats theme now, doesn't it? This part? Oh, dang it. Where is it? I've actually listened to your SoundCloud for a while now. I like your music. Only found out today you also stream. Well, welcome. I'm here. I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Also extra days. Oh, man. Hold this. Oh, thank you. I'll try. How long do I need to hold it for? Thank you. I really appreciate those 300 bits. Yeah, like I said, I'm here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every Tuesday is when we do Tunesday. As I'm sure you're aware from my SoundCloud, I have a new song up every week. And that's the song we're doing today. We got a nice ambient one, mainly because I was looking back and I was trying to find out when the last ambient track I did, and honestly, I couldn't find it. It must be pretty far back, because I have no idea the last ambient track I did, but now it's today. Starting that fresh. I love the variety, man. It's really great. Hey, thanks. I do too, mainly because I feel like if I wrote a new like if I wrote a lo-fi beat once a week, I'd get so sick of lo-fi beats eventually. So the genre jumps help keep me going. Check this, check this, kids. Catch this rep. We're gonna be on 5 years worth of Tunesday coming up next month in April. Essentially, the start of April will be the 5-year Tuesday anniversary. Oh, 5 years of that. And yeah, it's exciting. Wowee, indeed. I was 16 trying to big on big screens with fresh whip and crib. But when I was 5, are these lyrics you wrote? Is this from something, actually? They're pretty good. There's something you wrote? Was bored? Well, hey. Should record that. Put out some raps. Maybe you do. It shows how little I know about your music, possibly. I'm going to play this from the start. Let's take a gander. But I think we might actually be done, sadly. Like I said, sadly, because there's so many folks here. You guys are so nice to join me. But like I said, I don't want to like oversaturate this and like I say as I'm looking at a 4 track. No, it's more than 4 tracks. I swear. Look, there's these tracks too. But sometimes the subtlety of an ambience track is the best part of it. So let's take a listen and see if there's any other little tweaks I want to make. If anyone knows the song Tree Fingers by Radiohead, that's the vibe I get from this bit. At least the beginning part of this, maybe not the tail end of the song. I like it. I dig it. And there's still nothing I can change. For a while, I was like, oh, there's something else that needs to come in at this point. But honestly, I think the beefiness to this part just is that perfect little subtle compliment, especially because this one I added this grain delay. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits. You were just too generous, Borgo. Thank you. I'm flattered and don't know what other word I'd use to describe it, but that word. Um, the grain delay right here on this thing, which essentially all I'm doing is I pitch the delay down an octave. And I only do that because if you don't pitch it down an octave and you make the frequency go up and down, it essentially does nothing. I think what it's technically doing is such small changes that they're really unperceivable, or they are in a very uncomfortable way. I've got a few months of music listening love to throw your way. Oh, I appreciate it. Honestly, even listening to my music on SoundCloud and Spotify, you guys are already helping me significantly, because I do make royalties. Granted, it's fractions of cents, but I do still get a little chunk of change from just you listening to my music. So even you guys listening to my music helps me out. But this part, when I go up and down on the frequency, it's like making it go back and forth, right? Really, really fast. And so it sounds super cool. And when this part comes in, I feel like it really grounds it in making it less about a sound that's jumping back and forth, and more about a whole pad that's taking up the entire space. And that's what I feel like if I add another layer, like I kept thinking when this would come in, it's going to sort of take away from that impact, and you'll be more noticing like, oh, here's this new synth I've never heard before ever. Rather than this, when it comes in, it doesn't really feel like, oh, here's a new synth I've never heard before ever. It sort of just sounds like, oh, that weird thing that bounced around back and forth got a lot more intricate right there, which is what I like. Like I say, making the most out of a little amount in ambience. I say that's like the fourth time I've said that. But to me, that's my favorite thing about ambience, is when you can make this huge space using just like one pad or three synths or something. I don't know. Something so simple to make such a big area. It's cool. That's gonna do it for me right now. But fear not, if you had a good time, if you enjoyed hanging out today, I know I enjoyed having all you here today. I'm gonna be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm working on a lo-fi rock album. At least I have been for a few weeks now, and we're going to continue on that work. And you know what? Since I did such an extra short little Tunesday today, I'll go extra long tomorrow. I'll probably start early, so that's why we'll make the extra long. So I'd love to see you tomorrow. If not, I'll catch you on another Tunesday. If not, I'm here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then also Friday are the 4 days I try to always be live. Otherwise, also, if I do any impromptu ones, I'll tweet about it, so you can follow me there if you must know. But otherwise, take care, everybody. I will catch you all next time. Thank you, one and all, especially Borgo Pixel for the generosity, ETH Fan for the 2,000 bits, crazy, and Grim for the Prime sub. Really appreciate you guys. I'll catch you next time. Take care.